Guys, as I'm recording the video, incredible opportunities arise now in the new politics meme coins category for crypto. Now, Q4 is normally mega bullish for crypto, especially in bull runs in which we are right now. And as I'm recording the video, most importantly, it looks like Bitcoin is making its most significant breakout since March 2024, since the last peak in Q1 2024. So we've waited for that 7 to 8 months. And now, guys, this is the big key opportunity, big moment that we've been waiting for the probably massive breakout by many altcoins. But as we guys know, the US election is just around the corner. So in my personal opinion, one of the biggest opportunities, if not the biggest, for the next month or so is gonna be in the PolitiFi category. So I've already discussed MAGA Trump coin many times, right? So in this video, guys, we're gonna discuss probably like 3 main opportunities that I personally identify in this category. One is a 10x opportunity, another one is a 100x opportunity, and as a bonus for anyone who's gonna stay around for long enough, as a bonus I'm gonna discuss another possible even 1,000 to a 10,000x opportunity. So let's discuss the 3 major opportunities that personally I see right now, right? So number one of the main coins that I've discussed multiple times on my channel already is of course the main PolitiFi coin, which is probably gonna remain the number 1, because normally something that starts as a number 1 remains as number 1, just like Ethereum in the smart contract world and Dogecoin in the meme coin world. So I'm gonna be expecting the MAGA Trump coin to remain the largest one. However, it is already quite large. As I'm recording the video, it is just above 200 million market cap. Now, again, in my personal opinion, obviously the best buys were, either here kind of trying to catch this bottom over here, and then of course this significant breakout here was kind of a higher confidence of a trade. However, all of that being said, I think in my personal opinion, even the current price is still not too bad, okay, for MAGA Trump, because based on the past history of what was already able to achieve, right, like in all of its massive waves, every single time it had something like a 50x. So if you ask me, in my opinion, MAGA Trump has also already started approximately another maybe last 50x wave that it's currently doing. So the lowest price points here were like approximately $0.7. So as I'm recording the video, the price is around $5 for one MAGA Trump coin, and in my opinion, it's gonna be capable of reaching approximately $50, right? So the last peak that MAGA Trump already had is still around 3x away, really, right? To this 17 to 18 region. Now, after finally we had a really long, massive consolidation and really mini bear market here during the last few months, primarily for the altcoins, right? So MAGA Trump has finally reset in a big way. Finally had a 90% correction, something that it didn't had since really, very long time, since probably this very first correction that it ever had, all the way to 1 cent, right? So finally we had it. And normally after such a massive correction, and once you have Bitcoin starting to break, this is when the real fun times begin. So in my personal opinion, this is one of my main opportunities, right? The easiest one for me personally, at least. And this is gonna be approximately a 10x from the current price to approximately the $50 range, right? Maybe it's gonna be off just by a bit. Maybe it's still gonna be around an 8x from here, but it's gonna be like, something between 30 to 50x from the bottom for MAGA Trump coin. Now, like I've mentioned, okay, so this is a nice opportunity, right? This is always great to also do a 10x. However, in my opinion, the really big major opportunities, especially as Bitcoin is rising, and then as the leader of the category, which is this one, MAGA Trump, as this one is also rising, the massive next opportunity is gonna be somewhere here, right? It's gonna be here in the PolitiFi category on CoinGecko, with all the coins that are much smaller than the 200 million market cap for MAGA Trump, right? So if MAGA Trump is gonna reach the lower billions in market cap, Then there's gonna be a few other ones here that are gonna be able to reach, in my opinion, at least the current market cap of MAGA Trump, which is like the 200 million market cap. And of course, this is like not really going way too crazy, right? The election is actually pretty close, and you know, if it's gonna be a very kind of volatile type of election, and if one of them, either Trump or Kamala Harris, if one of them is gonna like even if they're gonna lose, but they're gonna say, hey, I actually didn't lose and stuff like that, you know, all of that is also possible, right? So it's not like the peak necessarily has to be exactly at the election date. It could continue, in my opinion, a little bit forward, like to November, December, maybe even January, kind of this massive surge in the PolitiFi tokens. So that being said, like I said, I think the bigger opportunities are actually here in the lower caps, which were demolished a lot more than MAGA Trump. So now, guys, let's get to my second, what I see as 100x opportunity in this current environment of the PolitiFi, and I'm gonna explain, right? So look, guys, when we look here at the you know, at the very beginning of this list, right? So we are sorting it, of course, by market cap, from the largest coin to the smallest coin, right? So what do we see here? What is really common here, right? We have MAGA Trump, MAGA again, Donald Trump, again Trump, Super Trump, MAGA again. Okay, this is Tucker Carlson, again another kind of Republican-related meme coin, another MAGA meme coin, another MAGA meme coin, and then finally we reach here Kamala Harris meme coin and Joe Biden meme coin, which are both only 6 million market cap. All right, so just to get to the next Democrat related meme coin, they are right now like literally 6 million market cap versus the 200 of the largest. And like how many how many like Republican related meme coins we have now higher than the top Democrat meme coins, right? So we have 8 Republican related meme coins that are much higher, that are valued much higher than the Democrat related meme coins. Now obviously you know, just based on what the presidents were already talking about and based on what we know, again, like I said, probably this is gonna remain number one, and I'm gonna be expecting Republican related meme coins to still remain number one. However, in my opinion, as I'm recording the video exactly now, I think actually the Democrat ones, you can see, I think they are way too undervalued compared to the Republican meme coins. Okay, so and let me show you what I'm talking about, right? So for example, we have Joe Biden meme coin, right, which was about the current president of the United States. Now he collapsed really heavily, correct? It collapsed really heavily once we knew that he's not even gonna run for the presidency in November 2024. But the most important thing, guys, when everybody were thinking he's still gonna run for the presidency, and back in March and April 2024, when Bitcoin and the rest of the altcoins were still a lot higher, when the mania was still around, this was kind of the main Democrat meme coin, okay? And back then, that's even before the election, right? This was able to reach in market cap 600 million market cap. All right, so I have to mention that was actually pretty much almost on par with the largest meme coin. I believe even for a few specific days, I think Biden actually was a higher market cap than MAGA Trump, right? Because MAGA Trump is like a 3x away from its all-time high, which would put it also around the 600 to 700 million market cap. So actually, already we know, right? It's not something we speculate it's gonna happen in the future. We already know based on the past, just in this year alone, the Joe Biden token, meme coin token, reached actually the same parity with MAGA Trump, right? So again, this is not even my base case, right? I mean, it is possible, right? So if I'm expecting MAGA Trump coin to reach the lower billions, right, I'm thinking, right, the next Democrat meme coin is gonna reach, again, in my opinion, it's not gonna reach parity. Maybe it's just me being conservative. Obviously, in the better case scenario, it can even reach higher market caps. But again, in my kind of more conservative analysis, in my opinion, the leader Democrat meme coin is gonna reach the 9 figures, the 100 to 500 million or something like that. So if right now they are valued at 6 million market cap, I'm thinking they probably, in my personal opinion, have a pretty easy 100x in them. Okay, so really only coming back just to the price Bowden already had, which is not even the top of the market and is not even the election time or after the election, it is really reasonable that they're gonna reach the 600 million market cap. And now this is leading me to which coin really I'm thinking it's gonna be, right? So if we go a little bit further down, we keep seeing here even more MAGA non-stop, again, MAGA related meme coins, and now I'm already like below 1 million, and all of them are still MAGA related, like again, Republican coin. So it really leaves us right now for the Democrat meme coin thesis, it leaves us only with these two, right? The Kamala Harris and the Joe Biden meme coin. Now, Joe Biden, like we mentioned, it collapsed really heavily. Okay, it collapsed insanely, like literally by 99% or something like that. Yeah, it's down 99% because he's not gonna run for the presidency anymore, like the actual president, right? So this is why this coin, it's also will probably have a lot more bag holders because of all of this collapse, and so many people lost money because of that collapse, right? So this coin, I'm not expecting to perform really that amazingly well, right? Because first, he's not gonna run for presidency. That's the main reason, number one. Second, because it collapsed way too much for a meme coin, right? We want to see meme coins collapse, let's say from 80% to 90%, but not 99. 99, it's pretty aggressive, and it's really showing us that likely this thing is dead. So, like we saw here, if you come back to the PolitiFi, like I said, it really leaves us with only one meme coin, which is the Kamala Harris meme coin, and that is the actual president candidate that is gonna run for president, and maybe she's actually gonna be elected, right? Another thing we need to remember, like if she is actually elected, right, and it's not Trump, then this meme coin can succeed probably even more, and it's probably gonna exceed my expectations for the 9-figure market cap. So once we go to the Kamala Harris coin, I was analyzing here a few things, and this is why I'm really excited making this video about the Kamala Harris coin right now, because again, in my opinion, this is one of the, in my personal book, non-financial advice, but I'm just sharing what I did, right? I think these are more or less the absolute best times, risk-reward related, to buy this Kama coin when it comes to the technical analysis. Why? Let's explain. So, multiple things here. First of all, it's a meme coin that exists for a decent amount of time, right? It wasn't launched only recently, and we know very little kind of how it can perform, right? It did launch also back in March 2024, and you know, like you can see, it was performing pretty well early on, again together with Bowden, just like when Bowden was reaching the heights in April 2024. But of course, back then everybody were expecting Bowden to be running for presidency, so this is why the Kamala coin was still very early and very new. However, you can see it reached a height here of that horizontal yellow line that I have here, like the 2 zeros and 4, okay, 0.004 cents. More or less, this was like the absolute high, and then obviously it were early days, so it collapsed, 92 to 93% to the lows. And over here, Kamala Harris was still, the Kamala Harris meme coin was still like in the low 6-figure market cap. Right, so it's pretty easy to calculate, right? So if it's 0.6, it's 6 million market cap, and over here it was like another 0 but 3. It means over here it was a 300,000 market cap coin back over here. So yeah, that being said, of course, then we had a massive surge, especially in July 2024, when actually Bowden was collapsing in a big way, because this is when the news came out that actually Kamala Harris is gonna run for president instead of Joe Biden. This is how this surged, and Joe Biden collapsed. Okay, and then the Kamala Harris coin, right? It reached a new height of approximately 40 million market cap. So it's the current all-time high. Now, the really important thing is that, you know, like we said, we did have this new bear market for altcoins during the last few months, which is the perfect time to accumulate. And in my opinion, just exactly as I'm recording the video, we're coming out of it right now. So this coin, Kamala Harris, has, you know, collapsed sufficiently, again, to like the 83% approximately this time. However, like you can see, we have some major trend lines here from the very beginning of the history of Kamala coin, okay, and also this horizontal, right? So it kind of held over here, a little bit of a fake out, but then bounced back. And then, more importantly, once it started collapsing from its all-time highs, you can see that on the wicks, it kind of almost barely got to this horizontal level here, but really on the daily, it really, you know, it was just holding the lows higher. So the key thing here is that Kamala Harris meme coin, you know, had a major high in the past, collapsed, and then created a new massive wave to a new stratosphere of much higher prices, right? So from here it was 6 to 7 figure market cap. Now we're at 7 to 8 figure market cap, and this time we are holding the lows from the prior highs from March and April 2024. All of that is structurally super important because it shows us there's big demand at these prices and we're not collapsing back down to the lower level. So if Kamala Harris is actually collapsing below 2 zeros and 4, this is invalidates totally what I'm gonna say here, because this means that this is actually losing its prior highs, right? It's not holding them as lows. So this is the most key, right? And as I'm recording the video, like I said, we are not that far away from the lows, right? So the lows were around probably just under 0.5, right? And as I'm recording the video, we're only like at 6.8. Okay, why that is super important? Because like I mentioned, normally the leaders of the category are starting to move first. So MAGA Trump, right, in my opinion, it's also not a horrible buy right now. However, it's already up by 3x from the lows of $0.70 to $5. Okay, so MAGA Trump, which generally, in my opinion, is gonna pump relatively less than Kamala Harris, has already pumped 3x by now, and Kamala hasn't even pumped yet, you know, like not even the 2x yet, okay? Because this is lagging a little bit, because the kind of the second tier meme coin in the category are normally lagging the leader. So normally the leader starts the major way, and then the second tier is kind of following and making its much bigger move, just like what the Kamala Harris meme coin already did back over here. Like when Biden, right, it pumped, you know, from like 3 cents to almost like $1, right? The Kamala meme coin pumped here, you know, a lot more, like 1000x from the very beginning or something like that. So guys, yes, so we have this horizontal level, we have this uptrend trend line from the very beginning of the Kamala meme coin, right? And also we have just recently, so because it's a relatively new coin, right, you can see this light blue line here. This is the 200-day moving average, which has only started now because this coin only exists for approximately 200 days. And you can see it has only like been introduced as a new moving average for the Kama meme coin, and recently it held it, just in the last few days, it held it as a higher low from this low over here. So at the moment, it's looking like it's starting to shape a form here from reverse head and shoulders, with this being the head, this being the left shoulder, and this could be the right shoulder, right? So if we are gonna break, right, the key resistance level, which was the key resistance level since the recent correction that Kama has, right? So if Kama is breaking this 1 cent basically region convincingly, right, without wicks like over here, then guys, it's confirming we've had here a reverse head and shoulders. It's still gonna be only around a 10 million market cap, 10, 11, and then in my opinion, it's gonna have a really easy way at least to all-time highs, and like we discussed even earlier here, it's probably gonna, in my opinion, it's gonna do at least a 10x from here at the very least, like to the lower 9-figure numbers, right? So it's probably gonna be like a 30, 40, 50x. But again, this is like the absolute most conservative. I think it's still gonna be a pretty easy way even to 100x to reach again what Bowden, what the main Democrat meme coin has already reached, which was a 600 million market cap. So my personal target for the Kamala Harris meme coin, all right, it is gonna be approximately this 600 million market cap, which Bowden had reached back in April, because this is now like, you get what I'm saying? Like at the time, Bowden reached that based on the Democrat president, or the joke kind of meme coin, right, about the Democrat president that is gonna fight in the elections against Trump, the Republican candidate. So this is literally like in a phase now of replacing the Bowden one, because it collapsed, and because this is not going to be who's going to be running for the presidency. Like I mentioned over here, at the moment we just don't have any other Kamala related meme coin which also exists long enough, right? So this is why, to me, this is the no-brainer play of 100x from, as I'm recording the video, to approximately a 600 million market cap. So guys, like I promised, for anybody who has stayed in the video for long enough, I want to actually introduce one more coin. I want to mention that, obviously, because it's much smaller and a much more DEGEN play, I'm a lot less really confident in my analysis than how I am confident in MAGA Trump that it's gonna do a 10x, and the Kamala Harris meme coin that it's gonna do 100x. I have another coin that I think has really decent potential from its current prices, making 1000x, maybe even 10,000x if things really go absolutely abnormal and crazy. However, like I said, just looking here at this PolitiFi category, right? So one of the coins that intrigued me the most, okay, was actually this Elon Trump coin. Okay, now if we enter this meme coin, and we're also probably gonna see it also on Dex screener here. Now the reason I'm interested in this coin, right, is because it's a much lower valuation. When I got interested in it just a few days ago, it was still like in the 100,000s, and you know, it's already like, you know, because it's so small, like, you know, in no time and with super low volume, it's already almost doubled. However, you know, like, it's still below 1 million market cap, you know, it's still super duper low. And yeah, so what is the reason why I think this one has the potential, again, like a more like a gamble play, at least for me, right? And why I think it has kind of these chances of reaching the 1000x or a 10,000x. So first of all, I just personally, again, like, I'm not like, I'm pretty sure there are much more better meme analysts than myself, but at least to me, like, it is at least pretty funny, right? Like, first of all, this kind of combination, like this, you know, haircut of Trump, but the face of Elon, but like still kind of older, like Trump. You know, it is, first of all, kind of funny what they're doing, right? So it is, you know, catching the attention just because it is kind of funny. And obviously, like, the world of crypto really loves both of those guys. It really loves Elon Musk, and it really loves Donald Trump. So obviously combining them together is at least gonna be somewhat interesting, in my opinion. And again, so you know what I mean? Like, if this coin was like, let's say, if this was now like 50 million market cap or 20 million market cap, I won't be as enthused and interested, because, you know, obviously I'm not expecting it to outperform MAGA Trump or not even Kamala Harris. But again, because it's so small, because it is funny and cute, and again, like, a lot of my analysis is really being based on also technical analysis and on-chain activity. And what I liked about this one, even though, like I said, it is super duper small, so for me personally, like, just to be honest, I did get a bag, but it's probably like a lot less than 1% of my portfolio, so it's just a total gamble. I'm also gonna mention, like, with all of my other cryptos that I buy, I always have a stop loss. So this is the only one that I'm not, I don't even have a stop loss for it, because it's so small and because it's a really small position. However, anyway, why I like it pretty much, right? So even with Kamala, even now, for example, right, or just even MAGA Trump and all the other kind of meme coins, you know, you can see that they're kind of struggling to go up because you have some past whales that are selling quite a lot. So even just today with Kamala, as I'm recording the videos, right? So in the last few days, it did have kind of this recovery that I was talking about, and then it had a big dump by just some past whales that accumulated the token way before. Now it's again recovering and holding the low, so I still have confidence in this coin. But just the point is that you start to have some bag holders that are selling and, you know, suppressing the price, and this is why some meme coins are not as successful, right? So one of the main reasons why Dog with Hat or Retardio, which is another meme coin that I like, they are succeeding because the main whales are not selling much, right? So one of the ways where you can identify if some larger holders are selling or no is something that you can see here in the chart. So let me show you. And again, I'm gonna explain why. You know, at least I'm bullish on this coin, at least in the short term, right? I like it pretty much because, look, for example, as it was still kind of collapsing, right, in the altcoins and meme coins bear market, check this kind of big difference over here. Okay, so over here we had a pump. And look at the volume over here. Okay, the volume here was 89k USD, and then as it collapsed it was also 63k. But look at the volume spike. So before that the volume is like much lower, but then over here, you know, like as it spiked, just, you know, some people were very eager to sell. So this is why you know, this wasn't the low over here, and it continued heading even lower and lower as the volume spiked. That basically means that, you know, somebody is excited, somebody is buying the coin, but there is someone on the other side who's still eager to sell as soon as possible, and this is why the volume is spiking, and, you know, this is going down. Now, more recently, you can see that since these events, the volume has pretty much died, and sometimes it's even below 1,000 for one day. But, you know, it was around, yeah, like you can see, it was really below 1,000, but then it was starting to form a low here, right? So this, obviously, you know, it's in hindsight as we're much higher now, but this also looks like, you know, a pretty significant reversal here, right? Because this is a W recovery, right? And this is also kind of from here to here. That was like a bigger time frame W recovery too, which has also completed. But anyway, yeah, so that was, so first of all, technical analysis wise, it was a W recovery that has confirmed, and also, like you can see, the volume was absolutely going almost zero on these days here in early October and late September, showing that, you know, just all of that sell pressure and all of these sellers are gone. You know, they're not interested to sell anymore. And then, you know, you had some buying over here with this wicks, right? So you had some buying, which was still sold, but it still formed a, you know, a higher high. So you started seeing the buyers starting to get interested and start buying. And like you can see, especially, I guess now my most interesting comparison, right, is with these candles from August here, right, with a volume of 89k and 63k. You can compare these two to these candles here, so to this 10k volume candle, and then also today, as I'm recording the video, another 10k volume. And again, the price, again, because the just, you know, the market cap is so low, this is why it's moving so much in one day. But you get the point. Like over here, it was also like a 50-60% pump, or maybe, sorry, yeah, 2x pump, but still it went much lower. And now, as we're also approximately in the same kind of price regions, basically what it's showing us is that the sellers that we had over here, they're not interested to sell anymore as we're making this recovery. So anyway, in the very short term, it does look to me super bullish, and probably you know, a very easy way at least to the you know, 7-figure market caps. But then, of course, like I said, because it is in this kind of massive Trump and kind of PolitiFi category, what I like is that it's outperforming many meme coins, right? So this first one is like like the chart is super odd, so I'm not even gonna look into it. But I would say, especially when the pumps only start, right? So as I'm recording the video, like I said, Bitcoin is making significant breaks, all crypto combined is making significant breakouts, and Trump, the main category meme coin, is doing really well. So now is kind of the perfect time to search for what is performing now the best, because then it's gonna be expected to keep performing the best also moving forward. So as I'm recording the video, right, so we have really, I would say, two main superstars over here, but just the other one, Pepe Trump, is also doing really well. However, this one is just already at the 4 to 5 million market cap, and it is really, like pretty close again to the Kamala Harris one. So I don't know, maybe this one individually actually outperforms Kama too, but just again, because it's also a Trump-related coin, there are still many others Trump-related coins that we can choose. And again, this is like a 4 to 5 million market cap versus this other 200, 300K market cap. So this is why, just between the two, I'm relatively less interested in this than this, just as I'm recording the video again. And again, based on the theory that we anyway have many other good MAGA Trump coins, and what I discussed earlier in the video, that there's a Democrat meme coin too that I think is way too undervalued right now. But then when we just look at the best performers, like I said, in the total PolitiFi category during this last major week for crypto and for MAGA Trump coin, these two are standing out, right? Pepe Trump and Elon Trump. So probably Pepe Trump is also not a very bad option here, right? But it is also kind of up from the lows quite substantially, right? So it's already did like a 20x quite recently. Of course, it can continue, but again, because it's like I said, it's already at 20x. So just in my opinion, if I'm correct about the analysis about the PolitiFi category just going absolutely crazy, I'm just pretty sure that the Elon Trump one, because it's much smaller and because in total it did still a much relatively lower gain, right? Still like a 4 to 5x versus the 20x that Pepe Trump did. This one to me just looks again like a much bigger opportunity, and maybe again the best opportunity in the whole of this category as I'm recording the video. So like I mentioned, I am expecting everything to pump pretty hard, and this individual coin, I guess Elon Trump, is probably a coin that could, like, if it's gonna succeed in the election time, because of this kind of funny thing of Elon Musk plus Donald Trump, which are again two people that are favored in the world of crypto. This individual coin is probably is gonna be able to keep performing well also beyond the election time and not only up until the election. So it kind of has more time in this bull run into 2025. So again, this is why if it's showing us decent success kind of right now with very little sellers, people that are here like to stay for the much bigger gains of like 100 and 1000x and so on. These are again, like I said, showing us very good signs that again, like just bear in mind, like when we're dealing with such small coins of like 6-figure market cap, like again, like there's not like you really need a lot of luck to really kind of hit that jackpot, right? But again, just based on the analysis we can do, like I explained here with all of the PolitiFi category and the sellers that are not here, the technical analysis that looks good, the PolitiFi category that is exploding now, Bitcoin that is exploding now, just in my opinion, it is not a bad bet. And if kind of things aligned properly, and if the team that claims they have a lot of experience and they have a lot of fantastic marketing experience from what they say, if they're gonna be successful, and it looks like they're pretty active on their Twitter, which is another very positive sign, even though it's a super small coin. Again, I just think this one is a possibility for 1000x in case it is gonna be a successful meme coin and it is gonna reach like you know, the values we spoke for Kamala Harris, or actually the current value of MAGA Trump. And you know, if things are really going ballistic generally in this bull run, and generally for the possible super cycle of meme coins, then like at the very best case scenario, I honestly think this Elon Trump coin even has a potential for more than 1000x, anything between 1000x to a 10,000x, meaning reaching the current valuation of MAGA Trump, or even the current valuation of dog with hat. Again, bear in mind that I'm not expecting Elon Trump to reach parity with these coins, dog with hat or MAGA Trump. It's based on if dog with hat and MAGA Trump also do another like a 10x of their own. So anyway, guys, I hope this video is valuable for you. Like I said, none of this is financial advice, but I'm sharing just what I'm doing. And again, yeah, I'm very bullish on the PolitiFi category for the next few months, and maybe also early 2025 too. And yeah, in my opinion, MAGA Trump, that's approximately, in my opinion, a 10x opportunity. Kamala Harris coin, in my opinion, a 100x opportunity. And then lastly, that Elon Trump could be like the wild card, 1000x to a 10,000x opportunity. Let's see in a few weeks and months from now. We're gonna see again if that was correct. So thank you very much, guys, for being here once again. I was AR7 Crypto channel, and have a fantastic week and a fantastic weekend ahead, and cheers as always.